Hi, this is Gavin from FE News. I'm at the Society for Education and Training annual conference. The 2019 SET conference is focusing around promoting professionalism in the sector, particularly for practitioners. I'm going to be chatting to some of the main speakers from the main stage, some of the people in the breakout sessions, and some interesting people in the audience. So join me as we explore promoting professionalism in the sector. Geoff, can we chat about what are the things which people that are starting out their career in becoming a teacher, becoming a practitioner, what are the things they should be focusing on early on in their career?
Well, that's a really good question, because I think very often they're looking for survival and they've got a big timetable and so on. But I think it's really important to get questioning right. There are questioning methods mentioned in my books and so on and elsewhere, like assertive questioning, which work fantastically well and make your life as a teacher much easier and much more effective. But the most commonly used questioning methods are in many ways the least effective. We've just done an activity actually this morning with some participants at the conference, and they were asked to evaluate 6 questioning methods, and they found the 2 most commonly used ones are the least effective questioning methods. And so we were also looking at 4 really powerful methods which they evaluated as being much more powerful. Get the questioning methodology right would be one thing. I think it would be worthwhile. And the other, I think, would be to understand that teaching is about getting the students to actively use their learning so that you can find the errors and the omissions in their learning and put those right. And there are lots of very powerful methods which do this, and really practicing those is key, because the thing that makes the biggest difference in terms of student achievement is really the student activity and the methodology the teacher uses to get the students active. That has more impact on students' learning than any other factor we can change.
And for people that are existing practitioners, what would be your top tips that they should be focusing on for 2020, what they could be looking at maybe for their CPD, or where they could be focusing on for next year?
Well, I think, going back to this idea that what makes the biggest difference in students' achievement is the exact methodology the teacher uses, the teaching methods, the techniques, the strategies that they use. I think the thing that an experienced teacher can do is to think about what they'd like to improve, what they feel doesn't go so well, maybe some topics that the students find really hard every year, or problems they have with their teaching. It might be a behaviour problem, or it might be that students produce poor quality assignments for them or whatever, and they're not very good at writing or whatever the issue is. Identify it and then start looking at the literature to try and find some strategies which would address that difficulty, and also think about their own difficulty as a teacher. If they find questioning hard, or if they find marking boring, or whatever it might be, so what problems do the students have? What problems do you as a teacher have? How could those be addressed by best practice methods? Have a go, try them out, experiment.
Geoff, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Why not click subscribe so you can be informed when the latest next individual podcasts or podcast mini-series from FE News are going to be released.